Okay, hey guys, what's up? And yes, it is going to be a voiceover because other than that, it would take me way too long to do my makeup. So, as you can see, I'm just getting ready, sipping my juice because I'm all about the juice. So I was actually really nervous to film this, so you'll see that. I am starting off, hopefully this voiceover will be a lot better than last time. But I am starting off just putting some chapsticky on my face, and this video pretty much I'm just gonna do a little bit of like skincare and a full face of foundation. Sorry, I'm like I'm already nervous doing a voiceover, and you can see that in my video. It's like cringeworthy. So I'm gonna get started with the skincare, like I said, and pretty much I'm just using some drugstore products that I found in Target. Some e.l.f. products, nothing too expensive. Obviously, that broke girl makeup look. If you want to look fleek, or on fleek with no money. Alright, so this has been my favorite moisturizer. Since I'm pregnant, my skin has been super, super dry. I soak up any oils, moisturizers, everything. So, second time applying moisturizer today. Well, that day. And, yeah, it just feels like heaven on earth putting moisturizer on. So, Pond's is actually my favorite brand. I've tried a bunch of other moisturizers, and I really find that just like if I need something that's going to soak in, really moisturize my skin, Pond's is my favorite. This is also a Botanics all natural face brightener. I like this too. Kind of gives your skin a little bit of a glow. But it was funny because I was on YouTube the other day and I saw a video for Pond's from like the 60s. And like they used cream cleansers back then. And it was just funny because I'm like, oh, I use Pond's too. Does that make me old fashioned? So I'm just applying that to my skin. Look how glowy that is. See? Just a little bit of skincare before I start my makeup. And this is all part of the priming process. I didn't really show that in my last video, but I like to have my skin primed, and I'm also gonna mist my face with some matcha mist. That is by far my favorite part. I think every girl who mists their face loves that part too. In this video, you'll probably see me like singing along to the song and stuff. Sorry if I sound super nasally or coughing, dying, because I don't know, I think I'm coming down with something. But yeah, so that's my skin before I even prime my face. This is like pre-prime. Now I'm going to go ahead and use this primer. You can use pretty much any primer for your face. One that works best for you. I find that if it works on your skin before applying a foundation, then it should work with most foundations. The whole point of a primer is to... Now, I know there's a lot of people who are like, oh, but this primer doesn't work well with this product. Well, it's all in the way you apply. I personally think you apply your makeup. I mix and match things all the time, and my face can last anywhere from 10 to 12 hours. Maybe longer if I don't sleep in my makeup, though, so... That's a bad habit. If I sleep in my makeup, I am going to break out like pizza. So, I have my primer on. I'm trying this new e.l.f. foundation that I found at Target. The color is in cashew. It says olive under skin, like undertones olive. I'm here trying to twist this bad Larry off, twist the lid off. But I'm trying to twist this bad Larry off. Yep. It's not a twist off, it's a pull off, by the by. So, after I twist it off, once I pumped it out onto my skin, I like the color of it. The color does match very well. I didn't swatch, I just kind of guessed. I think this ran for $6. So I was like, ooh, this is new. The packaging is super cute. It's like a crystal-y bottle. Pretty heavy, actually, for e.l.f. cheap kind of makeup. It comes out pretty foamy. Not foamy, but like a whipped consistency. At first, I wasn't really sure whether I was going to like this or not, just because I didn't know if it was going to be full coverage. I thought it was going to be full coverage, but it wasn't. So when I was applying it, I'm like, all right, kind of smells a little funky. I can't get over the smell, though. And then I'm like, all right, let's see what's going on here. I did the first layer. I'm going to blend it out quite sheer. Not really patchy per se, just very sheer. And sheer in the sense where you could still see my redness coming through. And I didn't do any concealing or anything. I wanted to just really test the foundation before, spot concealing and stuff. So, yep, I'm blending it out. And I mean, for an everyday look, now that I'm looking at the video, for an everyday look, you can definitely, get away with one layer. But if you're looking for, full face coverage, this is definitely something you're going to have to build. So I think I did in total like 3 layers of this. After the second layer, I ended up doing some concealing and then adding a third layer. Now, it didn't get cakey or anything. It actually stayed pretty sheer. Pretty sheer in consistency. But it did give me the coverage I was looking for in the end. So, I mean, $6. Coverage was decent. If you're looking for something like a heavy foundation, this is not it. It is very blendable and buildable, so you can definitely work with it. It would just add time to your makeup routine. And if you don't have time and you want that full coverage, this isn't for you. They have other products from e.l.f. that you could try. And alright, so I'm like, alright, it's decent. Let me just pump this on my face. Never mind pumping it on the back of my hand. Like, just put it on my face. Give me that, like, flat face color. That full coverage. I got no flaws. Look, I'm like, alright. You can see in my facial expressions right here that I have. What facial expressions, right? I can see that, it's like blending. And so I'm like, all right, I'm blending in the second layer, and I start to see that it's like wet looking. And I think it said satin finish. So I'm like, I'm not really about that wet look. I don't really like that shine. So I'm like, I don't really know. Because that wet look on camera and in person, it kind of like emphasizes your pores. So I'm like, maybe after I set it, but even after the second coat, you can still see redness or my like pigment coming through, and I wasn't feeling it. So I'm like, all right, stay in my face. So I'm gonna go in with this Black Radiance palette, the one I showed you in my last video. If you haven't seen that one, go check it out. It was my first video, and the sound was not so good, so cut me some slack. This is also my second video, so cut me some slack. No. Okay, so I'm just going in with the 2 colors. I kind of mix the 2 colors that are in there. This is super cheap, but I honestly love it. It was like $2 on clearance. I'm sorry, I'm like out of breath here. All this talking. Alright, so I'm going in around the nose area because I found that, I don't know what it was, but nose and eyes, I definitely need more coverage. I definitely expect more from my foundation around those areas. I need it to last because that's where I get oily the most. There's my nose and my eyes. So even if I set that area, I still need something to last a while. And I found that this Black Radiance palette definitely does stay all day. So I'm like, all right, you can see it's a little bit lighter than my actual foundation, but after you blend it in, this is why I did the third coat, just to really blend everything in. I am a blend freak. Blend. One tip on makeup, blend. If you don't blend your makeup, like really blend that product in. It's like painting, guys. Like you gotta really finesse it. You can't just kind of slap it on and give it a few dabs of a blender and expect, camera quality makeup. You really have to blend. And I think that's why I like doing makeup in front of the camera with cheap products. You can't really do it too fast. Like, you have to take your time. If you're expecting like high quality results from cheap makeup in a rush, you're not going to get it. And that's just facts. Facts. So after this after this third layer of my Picasso, no, I'm kidding. After this third layer, I did like the coverage. I'm like, all right, I can work with this. You know, after applying the rest of the products, at least there's no pigment poking through. Everything is covered. I'm like, all right, dry down, because after the third layer, it still looked a little wet. I knew. And that's another thing too, is you gotta let your makeup dry. Remember, it's liquid. So if you're using liquid products, you gotta let them dry. Because if you don't let them dry and you add more makeup, then you're gonna get smudgy makeup, and everything's gonna look muddy. Because I'm not really using too many cream stuff this video. It's more liquid. I am going to show you this liquid concealer. I think I'm going to show you the liquid concealer. Yes, the 16-hour camo concealer. I was like, concealers from the drugstore. I mean, I like the Maybelline Age Rewind. Who doesn't? So I'm like, e.l.f. What was this, like $6, $5? I can afford that sometimes. So I'm like, all right. Hopefully, the colors that they had for the concealer weren't great. So I'm like, hopefully this kind of blends. I'm just going in with my finger here. You can see I just like still need that foundation to dry down. But yeah, so backtrack. I'm like, all right, let's see. Hopefully this color matches, because I'm like, they had another color, but it had a pink undertone, and I didn't really care for the pink undertone. This had more of a yellow undertone, and it looked really light in the bottle, but I knew most of these products oxidize, so most likely it was gonna work. And I just tried out, like, the packaging is a little weird. It looks cute, but when you take like the doe foot applicator out, it does leave some product in like the rim, around the rim, which is kind of weird for me. I kind of want it to squeege out, so the squeegee thing on it isn't like the best, but this coverage is the best. For $5, look at that coverage. That is some heavy concealer. And that wasn't even that much. Like, I've, like, sometimes, like, with higher end concealers, especially the one from Tarte, I put a lot on, and I'm putting like $1 on my face every time I do a full face. So let's see. This is blending. It blended really well, and honestly, it lasted all day. I will be using this. Look at that. I look like I just woke up. I feel myself right here. I'm just like, okay. So, yep, gonna go in, chisel out the face. This is reverse contouring. It's actually more like highlighting. I do go in with a contour, but for this look, I needed my cheekbones to really pop, because it's full coverage glam. So this would be a full coverage face. You wouldn't wear this every day. Well, I wouldn't wear this every day. And yep, we're blending. Blend. And I do have the second part of this video to go up. It's going to be the eye and lip look. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And hopefully I'll keep growing, keep editing, and keep getting better. That's all I can do. I just really want to do this for fun, like build some friends online. Have some people to talk to about makeup, and show my makeup skills. No, I'm kidding. Maybe my makeup skills. I just kind of want to learn to keep going, and it gives me an excuse to buy makeup. Other than that, I don't really have an excuse, and I feel bad and guilty then buying makeup. Because I'm like, who am I trying to impress? No, I'm kidding. I definitely sound super nasally. So now I'm going in with that Black Radiance palette, and look how smudged out it is. It's just because I just go in. Like, I just go in. So yeah, I'm going to chisel out this jawline. Definitely added a few pounds onto my face since being pregnant. 25 weekies, and I'm surviving. But my face has blown up a little bit, you know. Got some extra fat in my cheeks. It's also winter time. So, yep. Contouring my nose. I had a good nose contouring day. I feel like a little bit of contour on the nose goes such a long way. It can really just make or break your makeup. If you mess up your nose contour, your face just looks different. Yep. And that, see, look at my little cheekies. I'm going to go in and take that out off the camera. And you really want to make sure you're blending, because, you know, I've definitely seen people and they go out, right, they contour, but they do not blend. And it looks like you're just trying to draw your face on. Here, obviously I'm drawing my face on, but in like 5-10 seconds, I blend my face out. It just looks like I have like a natural glow or a natural contour. And always pick a color that's like close to your skin tone. Like, I feel like some people really use some gray colors, and gray, it ain't cute. No, that's not natural. I mean, it looks different on camera, but not in person. But yes. So, look at my face. I need a facelift. I was looking at this video. I was like, damn, I look snatched. Lift up my face. Oh, watch what I do for the other side. I lift up my face and I'm like, damn, I look like I've been like saved by baby Jesus. So, yeah, look at that. Pull right up at the ear. Yes. Yes, I've been watching Botched a lot. So I've been all about the crazy plastic surgery. But I won't get anything. If anything, after I have all my kids, I'll get like my vagina done or something. Not to be too vulgar. Yeah, and then I'm just lightly going to go in and blend my nose. Blend by blend. Blend, blend. That is the most important. Because you got to think about it. This is your foundation. This is the start of your makeup. If you have a place to go and you want to look cute in pictures and in person, you got to take time, extra time, to really blend. This is my blend dance right there. I'm blend dancing. You got to blend dance with me. So next time you're doing your makeup and you're getting bored of blending, start dancing. Start dancing, because that's the blend dance. I think I gotta coin that. Blend dance. So after my face is blended, I just noticed I do like these awkward smiles. It's just like the last, I guess, I don't know, when I edited the last video, it's like this awkward cover of me smiling. My face looks so stupid. I'm like, oh God, this is what people see. So let's see. I think I'm going in right now into some setting powder, Laura Mercier, because, like I said in the last video, this is the final step. Like, this is the last step before you apply any other makeup, and this is the most important step because this will set and seal your makeup for the day. I go in first with a small brush because I don't want to move the product around on my face. I want to really just set the product I'm after taking the time to blend out the product where I want it. Now I'm going to take the time to set the product where I want it. Now, if I was to just go in with a big old brush and start, fluffing my face, I'm going to move the product around, and it's not going to sit on my skin how I want it to sit on my skin. That's what I'm saying. You got to really take your time to blend your foundation, whether it's liquid or or cream. And then once you've blended it to the point where it looks seamless like your skin, then then you move forward. Here I'm going in with a bigger brush with more product, and because now I've set all the areas, and now I can go in and just add that top layer, that filter, and really smooth out any powder. That's what I'm doing with a little excess powder, because these fluffy brushes will help smooth out your face makeup. Everything's set in place. That is the whole point of a setting powder. And then you go in and you smooth out anything. So now, like, my face looks like my skin, I could get away with that if I wanted a natural. Just kidding. No natural about that, but it works. Looks like I just have like flawless skin, but I do go in after powder and spray because it sets the face. Well, after I apply all the powder products, I do go in and spray. I want everything to sit in place. So this is the e.l.f. This is like the traditional e.l.f. Blush and contour duo. They've had this forever. However, the packaging has changed. It is very different from when it was. It's a lot more, the packaging is a lot prettier actually. e.l.f.'s packaging has stepped up. It does not feel as flimsy. It's actually quite heavy, and it came in a decent sized mirror. A really nice sized mirror. And that little plastic thing was even hard to take out. So I'm like, all right, decent. That's nice. I expect that from high quality products, not necessarily drugstore $5 products. So e.l.f., you are doing an amazing job. You're e.l.f.ing around Christmas time. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, I'm going in with that contour. It is a little powdery. The contouring powder was a little powdery. I just tap off the excess. Going in with that small brush again because I like to define certain areas. I don't like to really smudge out. So, yep. This really, I will be using this again and again. I used it before. They've definitely changed their formula. They've definitely changed their packaging. Before, their formula was a little weird, not gonna lie. Like, it wasn't the best. You could make it work. Their formula was a lot more, how do I explain it? A lot more powdery. This is a little bit more stiff, even though it has a little bit of excess. It is a little bit more stiff. So I really enjoyed using this actually. I was like pretty impressed when I was applying it, as you can see on my face. I'm going into the areas where I like to add some depth. My nose, my cheeks, and then my forehead. And under my lip, because I gotta get that Kylie Jenner looking lip. You can see here, like, a small brush really does help. I know it takes a little longer, but it helps it make your makeup not look muddy and kind of precise, more natural. That's what you want. Now, I do go in, I would see like an area in the forehead. I do go in with a fluffy brush. Here, I'm just kind of, defining my little jaw a little bit. Give me some depth. I'm like, yeah, I like this. Go in with a bigger fluffy brush, and I blend it out a little bit on my forehead because it kind of looked a little streaky. See, I'm always blending. I'm always looking and blending. Excuse me. So I'm going to go in. It's a clean brush. I'm going to go with the blush. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the blush. See, like, it's stuck to that brush like a mofo. And then I tried to tap off the excess, and it didn't really come off. So this was super stiff. And for me, I like my blushes to be really blendable, not so crazy sticky. That's the best way I can explain it, sticky. So I'm like, all right, I can make this work. See how it just stuck to my face? I found too that this wasn't as long wearing. Like, the brush the blush did it went on nicely. It looked good, but, it wasn't my favorite. It was like mediocre. I'm like, it will work for the video. As far as like, if I had somewhere to go, probably wouldn't be my go-to. The color was okay. It was a little patchy. It was kind of hard to blend. And with blush, you don't want to ruin, because that's like one of the nearly last steps of your face. You don't really want to ruin that part, because other than that, you're just like, oh, all my hard work. But if you ever do add too much blush, what you gotta do is you gotta go in with your sponge from your foundation. I'm a unicorn. It's a unicorn brush. Haha. You gotta go in with your sponge from your foundation and just kind of blend over it. Again, blend. If I'll give someone $10 if they can count how many times I said blend in this video. So I'm going in with my sleek highlighter because I'm sleek. Excuse me. Oh my god, this baby's making me super, super gassy. TMI, I know. But yep, going in, top of those cheeky bones. Now I'm going to amplify this in like a couple minutes. I'm just going in with that light, placing this product down on my face. Highlighting is my favorite part. It's everyone's favorite part because it just like adds that I've been kissed by good skin look. Or the skin gods. Yes, look at that. I went in with a little brush. After I went in with that little brush, it made such a huge difference. And you'll see in a second. I kind of switch between little brush, big brush, blush brush. Because the little brush is more defined, I can place it a lot heavier. See, look at that. And that brush also was a little damp too, so. Another way too, if you really want your highlighter to pop, is Fix Plus. That would be and yeah, it gives you that wet look. I really like that wet look. I do enjoy it. I think, I have a lot of matte going on here, so my highlighter is going to really just kind of make it look more like I'm alive and not a doll. I want to look plastic like Barbie, not matte like a porcelain china doll. That would be scary. So yep, going in with that bigger blushy brush, and blending. Because you guys know that's my favorite part. No, I'm kidding. You guys are gonna hate me. Be like, Steph, I'm never gonna watch your videos again. You're mad annoying. Stop that. So yeah, that's my face. My face is pretty much done. I'm gonna go in with my eyebrows. My cat Dex is coming to say hello. I don't know if you can hear him purr. But so around my eyes, I crease a lot with product. So I like to just go in and blend it out. Really just make sure that it's all nice. And now I'm going to go in with this matcha and mint spray. And let that dry. And it really does make a huge difference. This is some good juice, by the by. Got it at Market Basket. It's like passion fruit and mango or something like that. It is the juice. Yep, so I'm pretty happy with this makeup. I'm like, all right, cool. Success, maybe. If I had the camera, I'm like, success. Now I'm like, oh crap, I forgot to do my eyebrows. So after feeling myself for 2.5 seconds, I'm like, oh yeah, this was great, but wait, let me do my eyebrows. Yeah, at that time I was like, I don't really care for the foundation, but, after some serious consideration, and after wearing it for a full day, I was like, yeah, I could work with this. I could definitely work with this again. Oh, here's my little rock thing I made. It's like my stones, my magic stones. I've like turned them into a little stone pile, and I keep with me for, keeping that negative energy away and some positive vibes. So I'm like, all right, flip my hair, like that hair flip emoji. You know what I'm talking about? yes. I'm like, hey, I'm done. I'm gonna wait now and start the other part of my makeup. But I'm like, wait, how can I start the other part of my makeup? I'm not even done this part. Yes, there we go, Steph. Elf duo eyebrow thing. This stuff is great. Brushing through my eyebrows with the other eyebrow product I like to use. It's a Maybelline product, their eyebrow pencil. Brushing through my eyebrows, getting that excess product out, any powders, or anything else that kind of stuck in my brows while I was doing them. And then I'm going to go in with a little teeny tiny brush. And I don't like the powder on that Elf Duo palette, so I just kind of go in with the cream. Obviously this shade wouldn't fit everyone, but the cream is really good. I feel like unless you really need to draw on your brows, then you can kind of work with anything. I'm pretty hairy, so I get away with the brow stuff. It's like a blessing and a curse, you know, when it starts to grow and attach itself to the other one, it's an issue. Other than that, though, it's not too bad. So yeah, I just kind of fill them in, darken them up a little bit, just to kind of match the rest of my face. You know, give that finished touch, or finial touch. I do just like to measure them out, too. Like, your eyebrows should always kind of go in shape with your nose and your eyes. Who said that? Bobby Brown. I think Bobby Brown actually has a tutorial on how to draw your eyebrows on. So yeah, definitely check her out. But that's where I learned how to let my eyebrows do its thing. I used to have super overplucked eyebrows, like teeny eyebrows, and they were non-existent. And I would just pluck, and they would just be like little tiny lines on my face, and I'd look like the We Fit characters with their eyebrows. So yeah, for $3 or $4, whatever the cost is, that is worth it. I think after 32 minutes of you guys listening to me, I think that wraps it up. Wraps up the end of my video. I don't think there's really much else to talk about. And I just kind of do like a little, celebration dance, I think. If I don't, it's because I'm like, all right, I'm a perfectionist. I'm like, I definitely messed something up. I think I'm just showing you my face now. Makeup, it came out decent. Yep, that's me. That is my face. Cool. So for on a budget, that's what works. Adios, peace. Peace, love, and Charisse from my